I sold my property on Bruny Island, packed all my belongings, and began life on the road. In the 9 years since I quit my job, I've probably moved in and out of places 100 times, if not more. 8 months ago, I moved out of Yongdo Island in Busan. My dad came to pick me up and my belongings. Little did I know I would return to Busan a few months later, only to move out again in another chaotic fashion. I spent the next 50 days or so camping in a tent at various campgrounds and caravan parks around Tasmania. I brought along Ozpig, wood-fired cooker and heater, which I love to use for grilling over charcoal and to keep me entertained in the evenings. The northwest region of Tasmania frequently gets battered by the roaring 40s. Angry winds feared among sailors who venture out in the southern hemisphere towards the Antarctic Circle. After spending 3 nights at Arthur River, I headed to Peggs Beach. Unfortunately, it was difficult to find a good camping spot, as it coincided with the Australia Day long weekend. When you walk out to Peggs Beach, a striking geological feature hits you in the face. Known as the Nut, an ancient volcanic plug rises 150 metres from sea level, like Uluru near the centre of Australia. On the 12th day, I headed into the mountains, up the central plateau to the roof of Tasmania, which holds 1,000 lakes. As I ascended to 1,000 metres above sea level, the impressive Tasmanian blue gum trees vanished. Bennett's wallabies have adapted well in this harsh environment, and didn't seem to be afraid of the hungry Korean. Perhaps these wallabies don't have many predators on the roof of Tasmania. My campsite at 1,150 metres was nestled in a sub-alpine setting. Even though it was summer, the afternoon brought a swift drop in temperature, plummeting to -2 degrees overnight. In the morning, I went for an 8-kilometre return walk to Tin Hut and then drove down to Arthur's Lake, famous for trout fishing and idyllic campgrounds. I didn't have any luck catching trout at Arthur's Lake, so on the 13th day, I moved over to Woods Lake. On the 3rd day of fishing, I was trolling from my kayak with a Rapala hard body lure, when after an hour on the water, I heard the reel scream. I looked back to see my rod bending and a large trout leaping out of the water. had finally caught my first ever brown trout. Woods Lake was quiet and peaceful, but after 4 nights of camping alone, I started to get a bit lonely. With the trout mission accomplished, I decided to leave the Central Plateau and head down to the Tasman Peninsula with a stopover in Bothwell.